to often start with some clear water, and that just lets me slap the paint straight on. Now I'm just going to, I haven't even worked out what colours I'm going to use. Let's go a bit of red, a bit of blue, put a bit of brown in that as well, darken that up a little bit, back into the red. Let's just soften the bottom of these, just see what we're left with. Now, the paper's quite wet now, so I don't want too much water on my brush, because otherwise it'll just get too much. But if I just mix those together, those three colours, and then put like a distant tree line. A big one there, have a big tree there, and then imagine, just use the rigger brush. I'm going to go for the one that I think that's just too thick, I find. I want to go darker again. I want to scrape some buildings in somewhere. So, a little bit darker up there, a little bit darker down here. Like a bit of a cabin there. That's quite wet, so there's no point me doing much more with that. Well, I can pour some paint down and create maybe some fence posts. On there. Let's have a little bit closer. Little chimney on there. Something there as well. Little fence posts here and there, diagonals, telegraph wires. You can get crazy with the card, really. It's you're just limited by your imagination, and you got like a just a load of random details, really, and a few more random ones going on with the. It's just too thick. I'm not into that brush at all. Let's see what this one looks like. Now as the paint's starting to dry, you can go into it and create some trees and things. They're going on a little bit stronger now because the paint's drying. So I've just used the three colours really. Burnt umber, Payne's grey, not ultramarine and light red. Let's just pull some shadows, something coming from these. There's my basic outline for a man, and then strengthen his back, strengthen his legs. Pop his head on. Some kind of shadows, something coming off there. I've done him way too big. Completely lost it. It's like a monster. Let's work out the path he's gone. He's gone around something like that. Don't forget his dog. Put the dog behind him. That's enough of that brush. Let's faff around with this one. Let's get some darks in there. Some little dark tones here and there. I don't know what they are, but they just give some sort of contrast to what's going on behind. Get your finger in there and just flick up and do all sorts of stuff with it. Let's just strengthen this road a little bit now, because it's coming down there. I'll tell you what would work, I think, now. If I just pop some big shadows in the foreground. I'm just going to mix a bit of everything. Plenty of water. I don't want this too strong. I want plenty of water in there. A quick dry. Man looks ridiculous. I'm getting rid of him. I'm getting rid of the man. The man and his dog are gone. Just like that. Just use your brush like an eraser. I'm going to have to give that a dry. this little brush, and this time let's do them a lot smaller. With a little dog behind. And then mark where he's just come from, like shadows and things. Yeah, that looks like a lot more better scale now than it did. It looked ridiculous before. A few little things in front of there. You know what, I think I'm going to probably call that one done, I think. I'm just going to sign it down here. Right, and let's stick a mount on that now and see what it looks like. So there's our painting all mounted up. So if we have a closer look at it, so it's just the three colours in this one. You can see in the sky a bit of light red, a bit of ultramarine, and then just use a bit of burnt umber as well to sort of darken it further. So very, very simple sky, and then use the same colours on those background trees, and then very easily with the card, very simply scratched out the roofs and a chimney as well, and then just let the eye do the rest. You can see I've done nothing. Look at the buildings, it's a roof that's just floating in the air. Maybe I could have done a bit of, put the walls maybe a little bit darker or something, but sort of at a glance they just look like buildings. And then if you look up very, very close, it is just a scrape of a roof and a chimney, and that's pretty much it really. Same on the other side, and then loads of other sort of random scraping. You can see where I put the telegraph poles and wires and things flying around from house to house. Lots of little random details and scratch. Lots of fence posts. I do like a fence post. You can't beat them. Just adds a bit of character to your painting. Now you can see where originally the man was miles too big, so I rubbed him out and put him in just half the size, and that sort of helps with the scale. It works a lot better now, the scale. Just put him a lot smaller, creates a more grander effect, bigger, grander scale. Just brushed in the outline of the road, just sort of darkened the curbs a little bit, just to give an idea of the road floating upwards. And then got these big shadows coming from right up the hill, cutting straight across, just to add a nice contrast to the ground area between the shadows and the whites of the snow. Bit of wriggle work, like the little tree there, just plonked right in front of that house. Just loads of little things like that. Just keep making marks, just marks. A lot of them don't even have to, you can put them in at completely random and they'll just look like things. It's amazing how often just completely random marks, they don't really need to have any meaning behind them. But the whole thing as a whole just tends to work really. It's amazing how much the eye can fill in for itself, like with the buildings. So I hope you like my little abstract Winsor watercolour. Keep posting your own paintings, keep practicing, post your own paintings in all the galleries and the challenges and everything. It's great to see everyone's interpretations of each reference photograph. Everyone's got their own way of doing their impressions. So keep that going, it's brilliant. And until next time, happy painting, and I'll see you again soon.